I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test part 492 by doing morning stretching. For this video, at the beginning we're going to start to try to list down in a separate video what we all learned about the mood in Britain at the beginning of the 20th century. The key points: expanded some people but wanted to expand over. Trade and commerce, some people thought expanded. Drain of resources, northwest frontier, southern Africa, World War 99-92. Sympathetic, many people died. And in the 20th century, many people independence, but force of good. Optimism, 20th century, Britain, a superpower, well-admired navy, thriving industry, expanded empire, superpower. Financial help for unemployed. Let's start at the beginning. Okay. Support for mothers and children after divorce. Financial aid for the unemployed. Free school meals, financial aid for the unemployed. Age pensions. And money for parliamentary members. And cut short 28 June 1914. So I'm going to try now to list it all down in one little presentation. In a separate video I have the two cameras rolling, and I try to save there for people just looking for it. And also for us to have it all written down. It's even faster than to write it down. Even if I need 3 days or 4 or 5. The mood in Britain at the beginning of the 20th century. Britain was the largest empire the world had ever seen, with over 400 million people as a population. Some people thought the empire was overexpanded and conflicts in Africa and the northwest frontier of India were drained on resources. Other people thought the empire should expand further to increase commerce and trade. From 1899 until 1902 there was a Boer War in Africa, in South Africa, and where the British soldiers fought against Dutch settlers, the Boer. Many people in Britain publicly sympathized with the Boer. The war caused many people to die, and also from diseases, not just from the battle itself. And then, in fact, over the course of the 20th century, many countries of the British Empire went mostly peacefully over to Commonwealth countries and gained their independence. The area of the beginning of the 20th century was all over an area of optimism. Britain was a thriving nation. It had a great expanded empire, a well-admired navy, and also in social things were done. There was better support for divorced mothers if they were divorced or separated from the husband, and also free meals in schools were introduced, financial help for workers who were unemployed, and also pensions for older people. And salaries were given out now to members of parliament, so people could now actively start to take a part in the politician's life, because they get no money there. But all ended very abruptly with the assassination of Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke of Austria, on the 28th June 1914, sparkling the First World War. And that is according to the Life in the UK Test Handbook, page 45 and 46. I think that's great. Maybe I'm not completely 100% understand, but with subtitles. I think that's a good video. I'm going to stop the second camera. And if you're just here to learn about the First World War, maybe we'll also then try to shoot a video like that. Maybe 2 for different ones, it's a bit big. You can go directly to the next video. Otherwise, we will do now the morning stretching. If you participate in the morning stretching, that is at your own risk. The legs are standing a bit more than shoulder wide apart, and we're doing forward shoulder circles. We're coming back, up, and front, and down. And the last time, back, up, front, and down. And now backwards. Front, up, back, and down. Last time. And now we are breathing in and we're lifting the shoulders up. And out, we're letting them fall down. Again, in, shoulders up. And out. And again, in, shoulders up. And out. Again, in, shoulders up. And out, shoulders down. And the last time in. Now we're doing the upper plaka, breathing in, lifting the arms up, and we're reaching high, and we're pretending to take an apple high, hanging on an apple branch, to turn it around, and then to harvest it. And the last two. And now we're doing the shifter. Arms up to T, legs wide apart, we're breathing in. And out, we're shifting with the upper part of the body over to one side and breathing out. Again, in into the middle. Out, over to the other side. In into the middle. Out, over to the other side. Again, in. And out. Again, in. And out. Again, in. And the last round, out. In. Good, what's that here? Again, in. And out. Again, in. And out, we're leaning onto our knees. We're doing the buffalo fighting its hangover. We're breathing in. And out, one shoulder in front. Take it in. And out the other one. Again in. And out the shoulder in front. Again in, shoulder back. And out the shoulder in front. In and shoulder back. And out, we're hanging down. Breathe it in. And out, over to one leg. Breathe it in. Out, over to the other leg. Breathe it in. Out into the middle. Breathe it in. And out, we come slowly up with the round back and making it top backwards. Now the garland pose. The toes are pointing to the outside. We're having an ulnar lymph space between our heels. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out and we're sinking down and we're placing the elbows against the insides of the knees. And we're breathing in, we're straightening up the back. And out, we're coming with the back up. Again in. And out, again down. Breathe in and straighten up back. And out of the back up. Breathe in. And out and down. Breathe in and straighten up the back. Out, we're coming slowly in one straight line up. And now the seahorse pose. Having a good standing leg, the upper leg comes with the heel on top of the knee of the standing leg. Do the only thing we do without injuring ourselves. We're breathing in and out, and we're sinking down. Okay, the Scottish Parliament. 129. MSPs, members of Scottish Parliament, use a form of proportional representation, and they can rule in areas, including, basically in everything which is not excluded: foreign affairs, military, social security, that's interesting, And we're singing down on the other side. Social security and taxation. Social security. Okay. Civil and criminal law. The Scottish Parliament. Civil and criminal law. Health, education, planning, and additional tax-raising powers. Civil and criminal law. Health, education, planning. Health, education. Planning and additional tax-raising powers. Civil and criminal law. Civil and criminal law. Health, education, planning. Additional tax-raising powers. And the closing exercise. We are breathing in. Going down. Again in. Out. Again in. Out. Again in. Out. One last round. Breathe in. And out. And out. Now breathe in. Close the legs. And out. That was my morning stretching. I thank you very much, and until the next time.